So earlier on, you mentioned about you'd expanded to London. Do you kind of want to talk people through that? Because again, I think it's there's always an element with every business about how do you stick with what you've got? Do you gamble? Do you go for more? How do you do it? And then, I don't want to lead the question, but almost like, how did you go through the process to decide to grow, where you were going to grow, and how that kind of rolled out?
Okay, so it was really a confidence and a realization, I think, that probably 3 or 4 years ago, that the work that we were doing and the brand builder projects that we were delivering for the likes of Visualsoft and PD Ports and Active Financial, these were significant regional, if not national, if not international businesses. They happened to have a TS postcode, so did we, but that's not why they were using us, because we were around the corner. So when we looked at what we were delivering and the level of work that we were, level of brand projects that we were delivering, we decided actually that there's no reason why we can't be doing that for companies outside the region. So we did something that companies hardly ever do, and we'd hardly ever done, was speak to some of our really trusted clients and networks and people that really love what we do, and asked them to introduce us to a few people, and focused initially on London and the southeast. And we got open arms in regard, oh yeah, go and speak to so-and-so for a pint, or I'll introduce you to what's his face for a coffee. And I literally put some days in the diary and booked some train tickets and went down and filled my diary full of meetings. And I remember getting off at King's Cross thinking, oh my God, what are we doing down here? And everyone was walking so fast, and there was local agencies that do what we do. And I just thought, I'm going to get on the train tonight and just come home, and that'll be it. But the conversations were fantastic. People liked our hunger, liked our passion, liked the service and the creds that we had and our experience. And it quite quickly turned into some tender opportunities, which quite quickly turned into some projects. So immediately our regional blinkers were off, and we were thinking, actually, we can stack up as a national agency here. And to be honest, the way we service some of those clients, we think nothing of getting on a train and being down in their office waiting for them before they even got in the door, where there seemed to be this sort of reluctance from some of the competitive agencies we were pitching at, even if they were based in London, to make that journey or show that hunger or go that extra mile.
But it shows that you care.
Absolutely.
Because realistically, you could sell anything. And if someone actually keeps following up in a nice, considerate way that they want to do a good job, you're going to pick them. But what I think is great on 2 points of view, hopefully companies like yours that are brave enough to actually make that big step, because there must be, to go to London it's a big deal. But then likewise to make a success of it. And, again, doing it through referrals, which I think is a great way to actually kind of, grow your business by actually people that have bought your service, who know you've used you before, to get a referral from them to people who could use you is arguably like one of the best things you can ever do to grow a business. That's a great tip for anyone.
It seemed incredibly brave and bold at the time. Looking back, it was a simple and organic step that we were going to take, and I think the fear was mostly in our minds, and I think looking back now, we should have had more confidence sooner in ourselves based on the client base that we had and the work that we were delivering, and equally sort of drop into that pot the value proposition that we can have been delivering the work back up in the northeast against potentially some of the competitive agencies that we've got down there. Our brand builder process really stacked up, and we were very keen not to be the cheap northern guys, and we don't price like that, but equally, I think our overheads and the way we run our business can certainly compete head and shoulders with against a London agency on value.